Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Whoops. So we just kind of had like a mix-up about the timing. I thought I had another hour. You know, it happens. Good thing I was just sitting here, kind of relaxing just a little bit. How is everybody this evening? Happy Sunday, everybody. It is Sunday. I know y'all aren't used to me on Sunday, but we kind of had like a little too much going on at my house yesterday. Y'all wouldn't want all the background noise that was going on. So Marianne and I switched. Tonight, we are going to be doing the Easter duck centerpiece. I did this with y'all last year. We're going to do it again, back by popular demand, because it is so stinking cute. So let's check out what comes in the kit. All right. So the first thing we're going to get in our pull out of our kit is, aren't these cute? These are like happy picks. I like happy picks. Nice and happy picks. But there's more. And then we have some Eva greenery. Some greenery. This all comes in the kit, y'all. And then we have some filler greenery picks with some little flowers in white. You can get these in all, like Unique and Creek has these in all different colors. Okay. All right. Then look at these little guys. Look at these little guys. They're all cuteness. We love little cuteness, don't we? And then we have daddy or mama, whatever you want to say. Hello, everybody. And this duck is so soft. So soft. So soft. Two duckies. Go ahead and take them out of the packaging so I don't have to rattle that packaging later on. Okay. So here's our duckies. Isn't it so cute? I love little duckies. Okay. And then, of course, you know, wouldn't be a Jackie kit if we didn't have pipe cleaners. But for those of you that like zip ties, have no fear. You can use zip ties if you want. Up to you. And then we have Beautimus ribbon. Check out this ribbon, y'all. This ribbon is divine. Divine like a southern wine. Look at this. Woohoo! Two-sided ribbon, my friends. And then a little polka dot in aqua to go with our plaid. Yes, yes, yes. And then, of course, a girl must have her mesh and our wreath boards. Smush, smush, smush. I don't know why I did that. I guess it's because I have OCD issues. Okay. Hello, everybody. I love this mesh, y'all. Is my Tina Kelly here yet? Oh. I guess I should hold on to this in case somebody wants to know what the number, because I didn't have time, y'all. There was a miscommunication on the time. And somebody messaged me and goes, "Where you at, Jackie?" And I was like, "Well, I'm sitting right here in my house. I don't go live till 7. And she's like, "No, the time is scheduled for 6. And I went and looked, and sure enough, it was. So I was like, "Oh." flew over to my work area and got everything ready. So here I am. A little disheveled, but I'm here. Right? Hello, everybody. Okay, my friends. Now you can do this you can do this as a small or a very long centerpiece. Kind of like whatever you want to do. Kind of thing. All right? You are going to need a couple of zip ties, my friends. And that's to put the boards together. Okay. And we're just going to put the boards together to start. Whoopsie. Okay, what I do, that way y'all know, when I talk to you about rows, we're going to go row A to J. So we're going to put J and A together. That way you understand. And we're just going to use the two in the center because we're going to start with our pipe cleaners on the outside. Everybody with me so far? It's a good start, but just want to make sure we're all on the same page. From the beginning, it makes it easier. Now, if you have a good pair of utility scissors, you can just snip off your zip ties without a problem. All right. Let's get our pipe cleaners out.
All right.
And I'm just going to take a few and fold them in half to start. All right, so we're going to start from the center and go out with our pipe cleaners. So we're going to use these two to start. And then skip a hole, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. My math ain't mathin', folks. It is now, because I didn't skip the hole right. Alright, so start from the center. And we're just basically skipping a hole and then using two. Alright, skip over a hole. Skip over a hole and then use two. I hold my board up while I'm doing this. We're just going to grab a few more pipe cleaners, fold them in half real quick. Skip a hole. Like I said, y'all, I kind of flew in here to get ready. So I'm a little bit kind of like oopsie. Because I thought I had an hour to relax and I didn't have my usual get everything set up time. Kind of like waking up and you're about then you finally calm down. Y'all know what I mean? All right, so this is going to take a total of 14 pipe cleaners. So we're going to flip this over and tie our pipe cleaners And we're going to put them in the middle. We're going to tie in between the two holes with our pipe cleaners. Now you are going to need a smidge of hot glue here and there on this project. Hello, my friends on Facebook and YouTube. Disheveled, yes, Miss Lori, that's a word. Know what I mean? Like waking up late to get somewhere and you spend half the time on your drive there wondering if you forgot anything. Yep. All right. I'm going to set my pipe cleaners aside. We're going to cut ourselves, let me get my cough, 14 pieces of mesh, 20 inches long. Hello, Miss Linda. Welcome. We love new people. $14 pieces of mesh, cut 20 inches long. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jackie. I never show my face on camera, but I'm from Kentucky. I am one of the OGs of wreath making. All right. So, 14 pieces of mesh, 20 inches. That's all we need. And we will have a little bit of mesh left over. Okay. I'll get in the groove, y'all. All right. Here we go. We are going to roll and ruffle now. And this will probably when I finally get back in my groove. All right, so here we go. We're going to roll this up one time, just one time. And the reason I'm just rolling it up one time, y'all, and that's just so you don't have fray. This is actually going to prevent fray. Okay? You're just going to roll it up one time. Don't need to roll it any more than that. That's why I call this the tuck and roll. You're just tucking the mesh, and then you're just going to tuck, roll, and ruffle. Here we go. Typically, this is the side that I put toward the inside, and that's why I only need to fold this down. Because this is going to be on the inside, this is on the outside. And we're just going to tie that in there. All right. Once again, tuck. Tuck. One time is all you need to do. And then ruffle. And then just as you get to the end, you can just hold it and tuck it under. Now, I know some of you don't have, so I'll show you for those of you that are new. You can get clips and all that neat stuff at Unique in the Creek. So if you have to, all right, to ruffle this and do the tuck, all right, grab some kind of clip, okay, and you're just going to tuck, set and roll, and then take your clip that down. That's what some people have to do, flip it around, and then do the same thing, and then ruffle. And that's what some people have to do, and that's fine. It's not the road that you take, y'all. It's if you had fun on the journey. And when you're doing this, y'all, do you notice that I intentionally lay my ruffles on top of each other? I'm flattening them out, and I do that purposely so that my ribbon, when the time comes, will lay better. This kit was so popular last year, we brought it back this year. I live in Western Kentucky. The kit came with ducks last year, but it came with different ducks. One was sitting and one was standing. This year it's 2 standing ducks. And the ribbon was different. Because the ribbon last year, one of them was a yellow Swiss dot with the lace edge to it. Good evening, my friends. So 2 yellow ducks. There's the mama duck and the 2 baby ducks. I know that I had 4 chicks on mine last year because I gave it to my the one that I made I gave to my friend, so it had 4 chicks on it, 1 for each grandbaby. All right, let's flip it around, and we're just going to go down the side and do the same thing, but you want your mesh to go kind of go flat, y'all. All right, which I'll show you. Whoopsie. My mesh is trying to run away. We're gonna roll that. And what we're gonna do, y'all see how I'm going directly on top of the other ruffle. And I'm doing that intentionally. And that's going to provide the coverage down the center, so I don't have to go down the center and put any more mesh. Now, if you want to, you can do the smaller ruffles. You know, those of you that do it with the zip ties, you can go about it and do it that way. Dealer's choice. This is just how Jackie rolls. I don't know. I won't know till Tina gets here because she'll look at the website. I'm not sure if the ducks are available separately. I don't recall seeing them on the website. That doesn't mean, you know, much. Once again, we're going directly on top. I do know that Lori does have this super cute bunny, and it's so soft in stock. Like you could make a bunny centerpiece with it. It would be so cute on the small round. Live on the wild side. Try those pipe cleaners. I live on the wild side every now and then, and I come and I dance on the zip tie side. Well, my little girl is here. Watch, she's not so little anymore. Hi, Pumpkin. She's probably like, Mom, don't call me that. Yeah, you'll always be my pumpkin. Get over it. Tracy, I don't. I really don't. I cut the mesh 20 inches. I don't miss having my own business. Sometimes unintentionally having your own business makes you not like people, and I want to like people. I know that sounds crazy, but people would abuse my time. I don't know how to explain that, but like people would message me and like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm supposed to answer it right then and there. Okay, the internet may be open 24/7, but I'm not. And then my least favorite thing in the world as far as like customer service is people that like wouldn't read the description and then get mad at me. Okay. There's a reason there's a description on products. It's so that you clearly understand exactly what you're buying. She does have little chicks. She did last year so people could get more, because our whole idea was like, you know, mama duck and then the little chicks, one for each kid kind of thing. So she had done that last year. I didn't know, like, I hadn't looked. There's when I had my Etsy store, I sold tutorials in my Etsy store. That's all I sold out of Etsy, was just digital tutorials. And there was one, and this happened every single Christmas. Every single Christmas, I could count on it like clockwork. And literally, I put on the thumbnail picture, the first picture you saw, that this is a digital tutorial. And every year, I'm telling y'all, like 5 to 10 people every year would report me to Etsy for not shipping their product. Alrighty, my friends, now that we've got the mesh on, isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is, and not pretty, and so pretty, so nice. Okay. We are going to put our quacklings on. And what we're going to do, have a seat. Have a seat there. Come here, little dude. They're so cute. To make sure that they are evenly spaced, because obviously, you know, we kind of want Mama Duck in the middle, right? So we're going to flip everything over here. And we're going to take pipe cleaners. Now, obviously, those of you with zip ties, go on with your bad self. But what we're going to do to make sure it's in the middle, we're going to crisscross these 2 holes. We're going to go crisscross from side to side this way. Okay? And that's going to put this in the center. We're going to go directly down through the mesh with the pipe cleaner on both sides. And feed it back up. Like so. And I'm going straight through the mesh on the other side, which I'll show you in a second. As I flip it over. Went directly up through the mesh, and that's what you want to do. And then we're going to twist tie that down. Now, last year I put them on first. So this is kind of like, well, lesson learned. I put them on first, and then my mesh didn't sit quite right. So like this year, we're putting them on top. Okay? And I just did that like there's only 1 foot. Excuse me. There's 2 feet. Hold on a second. Let go of my sweater. Let's try that again. There's 2 feet here. So we're going to go here first from outside to inside. Sorry. Whoop. Once you go down through the mesh with a pipe cleaner 1 time, it typically doesn't want to go twice. Separate. And I'm not going to sit here and keep fighting with that. Because y'all have better things to do than watch me fight with a pipe cleaner, right? I'm going to stab myself in the hand. Actually, I was just poking a hole in the mesh. Like, we're done. All right, so crisscross this way. And then we're going to put another pipe cleaner and go crisscross this way. Yep. I do. All the time. I say that now. Okay. One for each foot. Like I said, those of you that are zip tie proficient, go on with your bad self. I'm going to get that up through the mesh. Like I said, last year, I put these on first. I thought that was... And it is easier if you put them on first, but then my mesh didn't lay right. And so, yeah. All right, so here we go. We're going to put... Now we're going to twist tie over our duckie's feet. So we're going to set our duckie there. And if you want to make sure your duckie's not going to go anywhere, I'm going to position my ducky. And then on the bottom of the feet, we'll just put just a little extra, put some hot glue. Even if you use zip ties, you may want to do this, y'all. Okay. And then we're going to take our pipe cleaner, turn it so I can get a better view. And we're going to tie her down. And I kind of like twist her just a little bit. Him, her, whatever you want to kind of pick that, to say that, okay, this is the front of my centerpiece. I do it on the side profiles, because if you like put it on your dining room table, then there's still a good side. Make sense? Am I talking plain English? I don't think I'm talking plain English yet. I'll get there, y'all. I promise. And then we're just going to cut off the excess. And I'll tilt it up, show you what it kind of looks like from the side. And then we're going to take our little ducklings. You can face them whichever way you want to. But I'm still going to kind of face them. What I did last year is I'm going to face one. I'm going to face them both out. And I'm going to face one this way and one that way. Like I said, that way there, if you put this down the center of your dining room table at Easter spring, it's from both sides, it's a nice centerpiece. Okay, if you're strictly going to put this on your mantle, you know, centerpiece, then you might want to take both of your little duckies and mama and point them out. Everybody with me? Okay, so once again, we're going to go up through the bottom. And this time their feet are smaller. So because the feet are smaller, we're going to get two with one pipe cleaner. All right. And we just want to space them out evenly. So we're going to go down. Here's your first set of holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the fifth set of holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth set of holes. Where'd my pipe cleaner? There it is. Where'd it go? And I am going up through every layer of mesh. Believe it or not, once we get our little duckies on, explaining this part is a long part, y'all. After this, it's going to go pretty fast. All right, so once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th set. Sometimes we need a little bit of help. All right, my friends, we're going to have to go about this the other way because this is starting to annoy me. I end up stabbing my finger. I know there's a hole there somewhere. Like, I'm literally about ready to get mad here. Not everything in the world of crafting agrees with you, but I am the kind of person, it's going to go my way, one way or another. Okay. I have a yarn needle. Okay, here we go. Little ducky. So like I said, one's going to face that way, and one's going to kind of face this way. Okay, now because Mama's facing this way, okay, it's just to kind of make it look kind of asymmetrical, and like I said, so there's not really a bad side to this. And I'm popped a little hot glue on there. And we're going to tie that little foot down. Cindy, I was thinking about you the other day. How are you doing? Little hot glue on the feet. then this one's gonna face this way. Like I said, we're gonna alternate. This one's facing that way. This one's facing this way. This is the only way I'll ever be able to keep all my ducks in a row, is if I buy them and put them on a centerpiece. Other than that, my ducks will roam all over the place and do whatever they want to do. All right. Now that we finally got that out of the way, let me turn my mic down. It might seem like I'm yelling at you. Is that better, y'all? My mic accidentally came up too high to my mouth, and y'all might have thought, why is Jackie yelling at us? I'm not. I'm sorry. My microphone moved. I think we're going to do something different this year with the ribbon. How about that? We're going to do something different with the ribbon this year. First and foremost, we're going to make 2 bows this year. Last year, we didn't put any bows on our centerpiece, and this year we're going to. That's where we're going to start. For those of you who don't know, if you want to make this kit a different way, there is a different option. And the tutorial is available on YouTube. And so that's why we're going to go a different route this year. Okay. And we're going to start with making a couple of bows. Sound good, everybody? Sound good. Y'all with me? I'm with me. All right, here we go. We're going to start out with our aqua ribbon. Now, we don't want our bow to be too big. We don't want it to be too fluffy. All right, so we're going to do 5-inch loops for this one. And we don't need much ribbon tail, so we're just going to do a 5-inch ribbon tail. We don't want our ribbon and bows to just come pouring off of our centerpiece, right? Stop that. So we're just going to start out with 5-inch loops. All right. This is the Easy Bow Maker. Those of you that are new, like, look, this makes it a whole lot easier to make bows, where you can actually think about the process of making bows and not having to hold the ribbon at the same time. All right, so we're just going to go some 5-inch loops, 5-inch tails, dovetail it, and then we're going to come with our other ribbon that's 2-sided. And first, we're going to use the green side of our ribbon, which has a little spray right there. So we're just going to, I don't know what's going on here, but we're just going to trim the, uh-oh. For some reason, my daughter just kicked Buster out. Oh, poor Buster. All right, dovetail first. Tina Kelly. She's finally here. She's probably like, Jackie, I don't know if you're early or I'm late. I don't care anymore. All right. This is a 2-sided ribbon, and you could actually just do 4 loops and, I'll just go ahead and show you. All right, so you're going to twist your ribbon, and here's our tail. And it looks like, well, at this point, because we want the green side up, this is the wrong side. So we are twisting the knot away, my friends, with the wrong side. Okay? Everybody with me? The wrong side. Now, our next set of loops, we want the plaid side, so we're not going to twist. No twist. Okay, because when we come back up and over, it'll be the plaid. So here we go. And we're going to shorten it down just a little bit. So this is about 5 inches, so we're going to go about 5.5. And then once we make this, then we go back to our regular twist. Okay? We're just going to do that a couple times. And now we're going to make our tail. I said, we don't need that big of a bow. Tina. I don't know where the confusion was, but somebody messaged me and said, hey, where are you at? I was like, I'm right here. Why? You're supposed to be live. And I looked at the schedule and it said, I was like, oh, okay. So I go flying through my house and jump up and go live. Here I am. Would you drop a link for the ducklings, Miss Tina? People are having a hard time finding the little ducklings. We're so glad you're here, Tina. One little bow. We're going to set that one aside. We're going to make one more. Okay. And we're just going to do the same thing all over again so that we have identical bows. So we're going to start out with a 5-inch tail and 5-inch loops. All right. Five-inch loops with a 5-inch tail. And then once again, we're going to get our double-sided ribbon. We're going to start with the green side up. Apparently here as of late, there's been a ton of glitches in Facebook. We're sorry, y'all. Green side first. Twist. Believe it or not, right now at the moment, this is the bad side. You want the bad side up. Loopy loop. Y'all, hold on a second. Buster! Buster! He was doing a no-no, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't too much in your ear. I tried to grab my microphone and muffle that. Okay. So now we want our plaid side to our ribbon. And we're going to go down in size on our loop. So now we're going to go back to our pinch and twist. And then cut our tail. We're going to cut tail and run. Sorry if I yelled in y'all's ears. Y'all, I did not mean to yell in anybody's ears. I put my hand over my microphone, trying to muffle it. I hope I did. As I choke, excuse me. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me bring my drink closer. Woo. Okay. We're going to come up here behind our little ducky, and that's where we're going to put our bows. Okay, and I'm going to show you. Let me flip this over. We're going to put our bow right here. The 1, 2, 3rd hole. All right. He was really doing something he wasn't supposed to do, y'all. I've had like Buster for 8 years now. And gone live hundreds of times. And that's the first time I've ever had to scorn him while I was live. Ever. He's usually a good boy. Y'all are making me fixing to go. Y'all are making me like, I think I'm going to go look for these ducks. All right. So once you tie your bow down, I'll show you, because we want to make sure that we don't leave anything on the bottom side of this that may scratch a table. So we're going to pull our bow down, and we can't cut the pipe cleaner, y'all. We have to tuck your pipe cleaners back up into the board. Because if you cut them, then you might have a sharp tip. So make sure that you tuck your pipe cleaner back into your board. Okay? And then fluff your bow. All nice and fluffy. I know all kinds of places that have duckies. See, we didn't need that big of a bow, did we, y'all? Why? Well, because we just don't need our florals, our bow drooping all over our table, right? All right, same place down here that I showed you on the other end. I have a friend of mine that decorates for Easter, y'all. And this year she'll be the one getting this kit because she has a really long, a really big living room. I can't think of the name of the table. Coffee table. That's it. Coffee table. You think I would have no problem remembering that because I'm a coffee drinker. Good evening. Hey, sis. And there's the first lucky recipient of this centerpiece last year. She just came in. All right, y'all. I told you we were going to do this different this year. Last year, I put ribbon tails down first. We're not doing that this year. Okay? Like, if you want to put the ribbon tails on it and everything like that, there is a tutorial available. So you can watch both tutorials on this kit and then decide how you want to make yours. Rock on. Why not give you two different perspectives on how to make the same kit? Right? Okay, we're going to rip this apart. Because, you know, that's what I do with picks. We rip them apart. And then we're going to rip them apart again. Been a long time since both my sisters were in the same spot, same time. We get the mini bolt cutters out today because I've had it. How about that? And we're just going to continue real quick, ripping our greenery and picks apart. These are tearing off substantially easier. Excuse me. Let's go. All right. first things first, my friends. We're going to do something I'm going to do things just a little bit different. I'm going to teach y'all something new that you can do. Okay? With your pipe cleaner, your two separate pipe cleaners here at the top. You've got two of them. We're going to crisscross these two together in the center. Okay? And the reason we're going to do that is because we're going to use one pick here at the top. Okay? And I'm going to cut some of this down because we don't need all of that. And because the paper came off of this one that holds it together, I'm going to put some hot glue on this. That way my pick kind of stays together. Mostly stays together. Let's pray I don't burn my fingers with this hot glue. And we're going to stab all of this down into the mesh so it stays together. And then for the backup plan, we are going to tie our pipe cleaner around it. Like so. Okay? And then we're going to pull all of this apart and fluff it out at the end. Everybody with me? We're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Take your two pipe cleaners, one from the left side, one from the right side. And you want to bring and tie two of them together in the center. The gang's all here. And then once again, my paper's kind of coming off my pick here. So I'm going to hot glue the snotty snot out of it. So that everything basically stays together. Now, I don't know, y'all can't see this, but there is wire wrapped around this. But just as precautionary, because I don't want things coming apart later on. Like I said, we're going to slather that up with glue. And then we're going to push that into the mesh. Cram it in there, y'all. And then take our pipe cleaner and give it a little twist. A twist of security. And then we're going to separate the greenery out. Spread it and fluff it out, my friends. Okay? Everybody with me on that one? All right. Once again, we're going to cut this off. We're going to have to cut a lot of excess off on these. That's okay, y'all. And here's the center pipe cleaner. We're going 1 over. Center pipe cleaner, 1 over. On the pipe cleaner, we're going down to the next pipe cleaner. And that's where we're going to put this piece. And we're going to heavily hot glue that so it doesn't come apart. Once again, cram it down into the mesh. And our pipe cleaner, we're going to take twist that around there. And then spread that apart. Okay, center pipe cleaner. Now we're going to go over here. Once again, heavily, y'all, heavily. Get in there with some hot glue. And then we're going to spread this one out. You should be able to go to like Unique in the Creek on YouTube and put in the kit number, and that will pull up the kit that you're working on. I believe I'm correct. I'm married, so I'm not wrong that often. Ha ha ha. Last piece of the filler bush. Thank you, Miss Maureen. That was very nice of you. So last year's kit, it's basically the same, y'all, but I'm doing this year's kit a little bit different. So you can go watch, and its kit was kit 109 last year. The duckling kit here. You can go watch last year's on YouTube. Ta-da. Dang. I don't know why I'm all choked up. Okay, so these are uber lightweight, my friends. Uber lightweight. So you can hot glue these in and they're not going anywhere. There's not enough weight on them that they're going to come out at all. I got a piece of Rogue hot glue on my hot glue gun. And I'm going to push these in far enough into the mesh that they're about the same length as this pick. Okay? And we're just basically going to go between the picks that we've already put in to put this greenery, the Eva bush here. This kit was beautiful last year the way I did it. Like I said, this year, I wanted to do it a different way for a different perspective. And basically, the only time that I might use a zip tie or anything to reinforce the picks or anything that I'm putting in is because if they weigh a lot and they might come out. Otherwise, it's really not necessary, especially on a centerpiece. All right, so there's 2 pieces left, and we're just going to kind of work it in, I think, here on the end, just for harmony and for the sake of no leftovers. Because it's so long, y'all, I don't want to stick it that far out. I'm just kind of tucking that under the bow. I'm going to do the same thing with the last one. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of like lift the bow up and tuck it underneath there, and it'll be just fine. All right. Everybody with me so far? Everybody enjoying themselves? Everybody like this kit? We're good. We're good. Everybody good. Our last little dealy bops. No, I haven't. Rosemary. All right, so we're going to pull this apart. And we're going to end up having to cut them. But we'll initially just pull them apart. That kind of made quite a mess this time. I'm just going to cut them this time. All right, my friends. So basically right now in front of me, I have a total of eight picks. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to thin them out a little bit. So let me show you this. I've showed you this before. I'm going to show you again. If you look really closely on a lot of different picks that you buy, there's a lot of times that you can actually get 2 picks out of another stem. And that's what we're going to do here. There is a point in which it can end up being 2. Okay? Like I said, you just got to take a good look. And what we're going to do, we're going to hot glue this down. And we're going to kind of nest this, because it's so lightweight, in the middle of our greenery like so. Just kind of make it a part of the greenery. And we're going to do that in between all the greenery that we've put in. So there's the 2 stems here. We're going to go between them with our little Easter egg. Okay? So once again, let me show you. A lot of times, when you get picks like this, if you look really closely at it, you can actually get another pick out of it. You just kind of got to pull it apart a little bit and take a look. All right? There is usually a stopping point and a starting point again. You just cut them apart and make yourself 2 smaller picks. And then just right in this middle of the greenery, I'm going to put the pick. And kind of fan it out a little bit. Did everybody see that? Everybody get it? Do I need to show you again? I'll show you again. I ain't got no problem showing you again. That's what I'm here for. The only bad question, y'all, is the one you don't ask when you need an answer to it. Oop, that pick's falling apart. We're going to set that to the side. Because basically I'm not really in the mood to piece stuff together tonight. Okay. Some of these ended up being like a little bit thicker, and so I'm taking the thicker ones and I'm kind of putting in with the just this greenery to kind of thicken that look, the area up and the look a little bit, if that makes sense. Hey Deb, have you brought your duckies out yet? This one's thin. We're going to put two of these together because this one's like really thin. Some of the pieces must have fallen off. That's okay. It happens. Put these two together since they're a little bit thin. Heavily hot glue them. Excuse me, Mama Duck, there you go. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating. And we have a little bit left, and if you want to, you can take and put, you know, kind of like space them out and put them around. All right. So you don't have any leftovers. But I actually have another pick like this. So I'm going to put that in my leftover pile for another project. All right. If I didn't have another pick like that, I would probably just sprinkle it here and there and everywhere until the whole pick was gone. Okay? All right, my friends, here's what we're going to do this year. All right? This is going to kind of jackify it. We're going to do what I call, and people seem to call, like over the years, like little, I'm going to teach y'all how to make a hand bow. All right? And that's just going to add a little sprig of color. Okay? And we're going to use our pipe cleaners to put these in. You know, this is kind of one of the other things I like about pipe cleaners is because when I think of things after the fact, it just makes it easier to add it in. All right? So what we're going to do here, watch. What we're going to do is we're going to use about a 6-inch tail here. All right? So 6-inch tail, pinch this together, and then bring this under to make your loop. And your loop, you want your loop to be about 5 inches. Okay? Now, with your kit, you get a measuring tape. I don't know where mine went to, but you get a measuring tape. Okay? So we're going to pinch that again. Now, this piece of ribbon, that's not your loop. You have to twist it. You have to twist it 180 degrees to make your next loop. Okay. And then once again, it's going to be about 5 inches. And what I do to measure that is I just take the two and I put them together. Find center. And then that way my loops match. Okay. And then we're going to twist our ribbon 180 degrees again. All right. Now, before you go messing with cutting the tail off and all that jazz, my friends, we're just going to tie it in, okay? Now, we have our bow here. There's a pipe cleaner here. We're going to this pipe cleaner right next to Mama Duck. Or here's your center pipe cleaner. And we're going to the one next to it. And then once we have it tied in with our pipe cleaner, we can go ahead and cut our ribbon tail. Okay? And then fluff our bow up. The next pipe cleaner, we're going to come in with our blue ribbon. Okay, and because it is thicker and very dominant, my friends, once again, we just want just about a 5-6 inch tail. So start there, 5-6 inch tail. We don't want our tail to be overbearing. So just measure 6 inches. And then we're just going to have one small loop, y'all, at about 3-4 inches. And we're going to pinch it together. And we're going to take our other tail and face it. And then in our center, like I said, the pipe cleaners are still up. You can still see them. We're going to take this loop in here. And then we're just going to pull those apart and just cut your ribbon tails at about the same length. Okay? The next pipe cleaner over, we're going to do another little hand bow. About a 6 inch tail on this and then a 5 inch loop. Once again, pull your ribbon under together and then pinch it together. This ribbon on this side, you're going to have to twist. Good side up. Hold it under to make your loop. And then, like I said, I measure my loops like a so. And then I'm going to make my twist. And then before I cut my tail, I'm just going to make it easy for me to handle. And I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and tie it in. And then once I do that, I will cut my ribbon tail and then fluff my little bow out. Flip around to the other side. Do it all over again. Once you get used to making hand bows, it kind of goes this fast. I can almost eyeball them, but I do want to make sure that my loops are consistent. So I'm going to do a quick measure. Like I said, once you get used to tying this by hand, it will go very fast for you. And then what I do with the pipe cleaner, because I'm done, is I just tuck it out of the way, y'all. I don't have to worry about clipping it. No, the boards aren't wobbly. It's just because of me hitting it and spinning it and picking it up and whatnot. I'm an aggressive wreath maker, y'all. I'm not gentle. It's kind of like product testing on the way. If I'm sitting here and I have to be gentle with my product, I probably shouldn't be selling it. If I'm just doing this kind of bow, I'm going to whip them out by hand all day long. I'm not going to mess with a bow maker. If I'm doing multiple ribbons, I'm going to get the bow maker out. Because that's doing the amount of bows that I have done over the years, I would have probably had to have carpal tunnel surgery twice now. And I do have carpal tunnel. So if I was making them consistently by hand, I'd be kind of like a little bit crippled up right now. All right, now we're going to go back in between the two and add the blue. So like I said, I did this kit last year. And I did it different. I wanted to give y'all a different look to the kit this year, kind of reinvent it a little bit. Now, personally me, it's not quite Jackie-fied yet. But it's close. And then you've got a ton of leftover ribbon. Did y'all enjoy that? I think Wednesday we're doing the blue and yellow rose kit. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm pretty sure. Let me tilt this up so y'all can see what it looks like from the side. Super cute, y'all. Super cute. Now, Lori does have some really pretty roses, like white roses you could add to this. I think I would add something a little bit more fun, like maybe a little ranunculus, whatever. I don't know, y'all. But many suggestions. I think I would just, you can pop it up with just a few flowers in there. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Well, rest of your weekend. Have a good week, y'all. I will see y'all again Wednesday, same time, same channel, and we will be doing the yellow and blue rose kit on the big oval. See you later, my friends. Bye, y'all.